It's another beautiful day up on the mountain. All right, we're all loaded up. Let's get up to the gold mine. All right, we made it up here. Let's go ahead and get the electricity hooked up. Let's haul all our gear up to the mining shack. We have all of our gear loaded up in the mine cart. Hook it up and go down the hole. I can't hear nothing. I got my ears on. All right, I think we're all ready to head down the mine shaft. Got our light checked. We got our camera on. We do need to put on our safety harness. Check. Now, normally when we go down here, I like to wear my gloves because there's spiders and stuff in here. And we don't like spiders. Got a little bit of web action. We're just looking around for anything that's going to bite us. I don't see anything, so let's go. Stop right here, look down the hole, see if there's any unwanted creatures. I don't see anything. Ooh, look at all those guys. That's kind of cool. Crickets. We should go fishing. Sure, we have more of those guys down here. Got to make sure there's nothing around these edges. All right, we made it down to the bottom of the mine shaft. We're going to do a quick inspection to make sure there aren't any creatures in here that are going to scare the crap out of us later. All right, let's go ahead and head back to the mine shaft and just take a look at it real quick. We're going to check all of the roof. Look at that. Oh my goodness, those guys are going to get us. Big old crickets. Got a swarm of mosquitoes in here too. We might have to put our particle mask on just so we don't breathe these mosquitoes in. Check our airflow. Seems like we're getting good air back here. That's good. And here in the back, what we're trying to do is we have this quartz vein going down through here. We want to keep digging back that way underneath it. Sounds like a plan. All right, let's get all set up, do some jackhammering. All right, we have a particle mask on so we don't breathe in the mosquitoes. I think we're just going to use our helmet cam while we do the jackhammering. It'll come out better. Do a function check. Perfect. Put a visor down so you don't have to breathe this stuff. goodness. That's a lot of work. Oh my goodness. And just like that, I think my shoulders are shot. I had to take off that particle mask. I couldn't breathe. Well, that's the first round of jackhammering done. Now we need to load up our mucking shovel, which is this little guy here, and head back down the tunnel. Did I mention it's cold down here? So the good news is the mosquitoes have eased up a little bit. I think we blew most of them out with the jackhammer dust. And it's been about, I don't know, 5 minutes since we stopped jackhammering. If we sit here really close to the air duct, we get nice warm air blowing in our face. That's always nice. Now normally when we start the mucking out, I take off my hard hat, but today we're gonna leave it on because I do have the little camera up there, and we might get a little bit of better, I don't know, footage. Man, look at all the steam in here. Most of that's from the moist, warm air being blown in from the surface. This is our muck pile. It starts here on the floor and goes up probably 3 feet against the wall. That should be just over one bucket, one ore cart full of stuff. So let's get started. And our shovel and get busy. Probably should throw the big rocks in here first, because we can't shovel those. Man, look at all that quartz. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not. Oh, goodness gracious. I've been working on getting the tunnel a little bit wider so I can actually turn around with the shovel. It'll either work or it won't. So I'm sure a lot of you that watch my videos don't know about all my daily activities. I usually start first thing in the morning and play a little bit of video games. I play Warzone. It's a part of the Call of Duty franchise. I just get on and drink my morning coffee, have some fun. And I do stream that on YouTube and Twitch every morning at about 6:30 Eastern time. Then we do that for a couple hours. We usually have breakfast and come down here. Or we do some other activities. We do have a blacksmith shop on the property, so I spend a little bit of time in there. I have a sawmill, so sometimes we saw lumber, especially if we have a project that needs lumber. But everything we do is centered around getting outside and doing something fun. Just like this. Digging in a hole 20 feet underground. That's a lot of fun. Now I've added up, it takes about 40 shovelfuls to fill that cart. And that cart holds about 600 pounds of soil and ore. It's about 3 feet long by 2 feet wide by maybe 18 inches tall or so. What I'm saying is, it's a lot of shoveling to fill it up. Oh, goodness. My face mask is fogging up and dripping water. I can't see nothing. I remember when I first started this, I used to try to make every trip up the shaft a super full load of ore. I figured it's more work going up and down the ladder and dumping it than it is actually down here digging. I still believe that, but when I get tired, it's enough. We just go up. So Mrs. P said, now that it's not winter time anymore, of course it's already the middle of July. Winter time's been over for a while. She said we should work out. We should get in shape. Really, Mrs. P? Really? She always says boys have a much easier time losing weight than girls. She's probably right. I won't go into the exact reasons why that is. I do want to be welcome back in the house tonight, so we'll just say Mrs. B is right. I did offer for her to come down and gold mine work a little bit. She wants to lose a little weight. You could probably sweat off 3 pounds in one day. Not to mention the powerful arm muscle you're going to get. Maybe some shoulders. I don't know. Oh. How many shovelfuls is that? I don't know. 20-ish? 30? Guess we'll just keep digging till it's full. It's almost full. All right. I know you guys probably don't just like listening to me bitch about stuff while I'm digging, but I got nothing else to talk about, so if I complain a little bit, that's just the way it is. All right, we're gonna say that's enough for now. We kind of messed up back here. Usually I start breaking all the rock at the bottom so it's nice and soft, and then we move up higher and break all that, and it rains down on top of this soft stuff at the bottom. I didn't do that today, so as I'm digging into this pile of ore, I'm hitting unbroken stone. So we're gonna rake it all down to the bottom a little bit and come back and get another load. We're gonna put you guys right in the ore cart. I'll see you at the top. We gotta put our safety harness back on. Nobody wants to fall down a mine shaft. I'm glad you made it up. Good news is we brought some of the crickets up with us. Who knows how long they've been down there. And we're good to go again after we take a little break. So we only come up to the surface about every 45 minutes to an hour. And trust me, by the time you come up, you've probably lost a pound of water. but it's okay. You probably already swallowed about a pound of mosquitoes too. So it's all equal. So yeah, pretty much just take like a 10-minute break, drink a little bit of water, look over all my equipment, make sure we haven't broken anything. We got our light on the top. I got my little camera on the side, and the camera was kind of twisted off its mount. I might need another tie wrap to get that on there. My face shield's pretty dirty. I usually wipe that down while we're up here. And I get any spiders and stuff out of the inside of the hat. It's better that way. So apparently break time is over. Got to turn all our goodies back on, put our hat on, and go back down in the mine. Now I think this time we're going to start out jackhammering again, get all the base of that area cleaned up nice. Then we'll reload the cart, come back up again. I think this time we'll let you guys ride in the cart on the way down. You didn't get to do that last time. It's just like coming up, but going down. Take our safety harness off. We don't need it while we're at the bottom of the hole. You can't fall any further. All right, as I said, we're first going to do some jackhammering. So we'll just use the helmet cam and get bitty. Jackhammer, check. Jackhammer always gets heavier the second time. Man, look at these lines going through here. It looks like schist. Still got a few mosquitoes. How are we doing back there? All right. So we're going to rotate this blade around it. Put it right there. Alright, that's enough jackhammering for one day. Oh, crazy. Feels good to have that respirator off. I can't get full breaths in that thing. Maybe I need to get a new one. I don't know. Alright, so we've wrapped up the jackhammer for the day. Put the electric cord away. We got to head back down the tunnel and start mucking it out. That's a lot of fun. All right, let's go. Walking backwards through this tunnel. Hope I don't trip on something. I think we're here. All right, we already have our muck and shovel set up. Look at some of these big rocks, see what they look like. Look like rocks. We're definitely getting into harder rock. I think we're going to have to go back to the narrow jackhammer bit. That wide bit's good, for clay and some type of schists, but if the rock gets too hard, it doesn't go in. All right, that should do it. We're going to say that's enough for one day. I can hardly feel my shoulders, so that must be a good thing. Got to pick up all of our stuff. We don't want to leave anything down here that might get flooded out. Maybe take our jackhammer with us. Close enough. And this thing, I think we put it on this way again. All right, I'll see you guys at the top. Got to put our safety harness back on. Crazy. Hold on. All right, looks like the ore cart almost made it to the top. Get the jackhammer out of there. Come on, jackhammer. Why are you so heavy? So heavy. Everybody say gold mine! All right, I think that's going to do it for the day. We ended up with 3 ore carts of ore coming out. The rocks coming out are getting a lot bigger and still looks like schist, a little bit of clay. We don't know, but it's fun. All that's left to do is close up the gold mine, put our tools back in the mini truck, take about a 10-minute break to rehydrate, but you guys don't have to wait around for that. Be sure to get outside and do something fun. Come back and tell me about it.